Well, greetings. Happy Wednesday, What If Uppers. Mindy Odlin here, and it is What If Wednesday. And today I have a question from a member of our community that I think this is something that's been popping up a lot in my in my realm. I've been hearing people talk about what do you do when other people are sort of throwing some negativity your way. So maybe that is a post on a response to a social media post, or maybe it's something where somebody doesn't like the way you do something. I heard this week about an anonymous letter that was sent, like, ooh. And then this question came in from our one of our WhatIfUP members. So I want to share this along with some possibilities for how to respond when people are dishing some negativity around you. If you've got some ideas, some possibilities, some what ifs, pop them in the comments. We'd love to hear your ideas as well. So, here is the question that I received, and this is a member who said, "I'm afraid to post this in the group." So she said, "I'm just going to reach out to you here." So she sent me an email, and I asked her for permission. So just so you know, I said, "Can I share this in our What If Wednesday? And can I share your name and your story?" And she said, "Absolutely, yes." So here is what she wrote. She said, "I'm 61 years old. I believe I have a very positive attitude." Of course you do. You're in the What If Up Club, right? That's how we roll. "I have a great personality. I have a wonderful sense of humor." So first of all, I just want to say, like, just the amount of self-confidence and self-love, we're coming from a really solid place here. Okay. She says, 5 years ago, my mother, who was a club championship golfer, 8 holes in one, amazing mother, she passed away. My dad gave me her clubs 3.5 years ago, and I started to play. What an incredible gift, right? All right. So she said, "I tore my elbow and shoulder the first year, and now I've finally figured out the game. So congratulations." She said, "I am sure I have inherited my mother's athletic ability. My husband and I especially enjoy playing, and we are both on our women's and men's clubs." Fantastic. Sounds like fun. So there's a lot of love in this family. Right. So there's a lot of love for your mom, for your husband, for your dad. So I just want to like zone in that there's a lot of love happening here. Let's see. "I got my first hole in one this year. Congratulations, doing amazing. I've won my club championship for the past 3 years. And this past year, I've placed in a lot of tournaments. So first of all, congratulations. And wow, what a way to honor your mother's legacy. Beautiful." She says, "I'm so thankful for what I've learned so quickly. I feel that my mom and dad are looking down on me while playing." Now, here's the question. Are you ready? "Mindy, how do I take the negative comments from other women?" So here you are, you're rocking it. You're following in your mother's footsteps. You are bringing her legacy to life in a new way. I'm sure she is beaming at you from the other side. And in the midst of that, there's some negativity. She says, "I never say anything back. I hold back what I'd like to say." So I'd say that's probably pretty good awareness, that the idea of when you feel triggered to stop and breathe and be conscious of how you want to respond. So that's what you're doing. So kudos to that. So do you have any what if upper thoughts that I can have or I can use? And I do indeed. I have a few, and I'd love to hear from those of you who are watching. Shout out, hello, great to have you here with me live. Post in the comments. You guys, any what if ideas, some possibilities for when other people are dishing out some negative comments to you? She says, "Can you please help me? I want to be a positive role model." So here's the desire. I want to be a positive role model. I want to help beginner golfers to grow. She said, "Here's some of the comments." Now, I'm going to share these. These are very specific to golf, but no, it doesn't really matter what the comment is. What do you do when negativity comes at you, no matter what form it takes? She said for her, it's about people saying, "Oh, you're not posting your scores," or "You need to get your handicap right. You always win." That sounds like a compliment, but probably not the way they're saying it to you, maybe. "You were trying to miss that one," things like that. She says, "The truth is, my coach tells me that I am the hardest working woman at our club, and I know that I have worked very hard." So that's what you know for sure. And that's great to hold on to that. Thanks and hugs. Okay. So, what ideas do you have? I have 3 things that came to mind for me. So, here's some possibilities for you. And her name is Wanda. She said I could share her name. So, Wanda, here are 3 possibilities. And I'm sure there are infinite possibilities that you'll hear from our What If Up community as well. I can't wait to hear what your ideas are. So here's the first one. So, first of all, you recognize that when other people are saying these things, that there's an emotional trigger, right? So that's you've already noticed that you already have an awareness around that. So that's fabulous. So, what if whenever you notice that triggering emotion, what if you get into a practice of instead of moving into defensiveness, moving into curiosity? So, what if you look at what they're saying without the emotional attachment, but actually ask, is there any validity? If you've been playing the sport 3.5 years, you probably know quite a bit about it, but there might be some things that they are actually trying to tell you, and they just don't have the communication skills to be able to do it right. So what if their intentions are actually good? What if they're just not quite as adept at communicating as you might be, and it's getting misinterpreted? So that's one thing, is what if you actually listen to what that feedback is to see if there's any kernel of validity to any of it that could make you a better golfer or a better human being. So what if there might be something useful in what they're saying? That's a possibility. Now, here's possibility number two. So, uh, what if you see this as actually part of the game of golf? So it sounds like you've already mastered the physical part of it. You're getting holes in one, you're winning tournaments. So you have a mastery at some level of the game itself. But what if there is this other element of the game, the mindset piece of the game? And what if these people that are throwing these comments at you, what if they're actually doing it on purpose to throw off your mental game? What if this is your opportunity to practice not just the physicality of the game, but to practice the mindset, the inner state of knowing, that you've got this. What if that's part of it? And what if your conditioning of yourself to be able to not get triggered by those ideas is part of your competitive advantage? So that's another possibility. What if they are doing it on purpose? And what if that's just part of the game? Right? So, what if you master the internal part of the game? Would that be helpful? So, that's a possibility as well. Here's my third possibility that I have for you. In A Course in Miracles, it says everything is either an act of love or a cry for love. So you could look at those comments and say, well, maybe it's a cry for love, but you can also look at how you respond to it. So, what if your response to the negativity, to the comments, what if you choose whether you're going to respond with an act of love or a cry for love? And what if you choose love? Because I have seen, Wanda, in everything that you've said, there is a lot of love in your life. So, what if you choose how you want to respond to it? And what if you choose love? What if every time you feel that trigger, every time you see someone who is saying something that gets under your skin, or maybe they're trying to throw you off, maybe that's part of their game, and maybe that's not the kind of sportsmanship that you would exude, but maybe that's how they're playing. So, what if you could absolutely love it? What if you could respond to everything with love? So, what if you could love yourself through it and use those moments to ground yourself in self love? What if you use those moments to remind yourself of how much you love your mother, you love her legacy, you love carrying it forward? What if you use those comments to remind yourself that you love the game and you love all parts of the game? The parts that are the hole in one and the parts that are causing you to grow and to expand and to master your inner game. What if you love those moments that allow you to rise into fully being grounded in who you are? And I know, as I was emailing back and forth with Wanda, she said that she has done some of these things on her own. She says, one thing I like to do is to meditate, to say to myself over and over, when you know who you are, the truth sets you free. And I think that's a great possibility. It's a great practice. She says it works most of the time, but then sometimes those negative comments hurt. It's looking forward to some what if upping ideas. So if you have some ideas, some what ifs, some possibilities that you think might be useful for Wanda, she is a member of our What If Up community. So you can post those in the comments here. And I'm going to be sharing this link with her so that she can use it at her next tournament, which is today. So what if, Wanda, you have an amazing day? What if you fill your cup with the love, the support, the encouragement of this community? What if you are so filled up that when those negative comments come, if they even come at all, what if you are so filled up that they just bounce right off of you? What if there is a buffer of white light and radiant energy and pure love that is protecting you, that is centering you, that is taking your game to a whole new level because you've had this experience, because you've reached out, and because you've stepped into some new possibilities. So, thank you for reaching out. Of course, anytime you have a question or something that you would like support with our group, you can post it. Join the club at whatifup.org. And then once you're in the club, we'll send you to our Facebook group. And anytime you've got something that you would like some support, some encouragement, some what if upping, we are here for you. What if you love this day and every single thing about it? What if everything you experience as a win, you celebrate, and everything that you experience that triggers you, that sets you off, it puts you to your leading edge and allows you to grow and to expand to become a greater golfer and perhaps a more empathetic, compassionate, filled with self love human being. So, thanks for joining. I hope you have a great week. It's great to see you all. Looking forward to seeing you next time right here on What If Wednesday. Bye, friends.